All right, guys, so even though I'm not quite done with the roof sheathing entirely, we still have a little bit of roof sheathing. It's weekend, and I got Cole over here. He's gonna help me somewhere. Where are there's Cole. We're gonna start cutting our window frames. I've got all the measurements right here in my folder. Windows actually show up on, I think, Monday. So they're coming real quick, and I got a lot of work ahead of me in order to get those installed. But I need to start getting these window frames built so that we can get them installed before we sheathe. So that's what we're gonna spend this morning doing. I got the cut hub all set up. So cut hub is great for this because I've got a ton of repetitive cuts, and I won't have to pull my tape measure out once I get the cut set. You guys have probably seen it, but if not, let's go ahead and get into this. We've only got 5 different things to make, and I've already said, like, we need 6 at 75 and 3/8, but actually we need 6, 8, 12, because these windows all share the same dimensions. So what we're gonna do is set this guy up. Let's get the first one marked and measured. So we always want to get a clean measurement cut on the ends. All right. Then I'm going to get 75 and 3/8 measured. 75, 3/8. I'm hoping that we can actually do this on the, oh, it's going to be close. Oh, so now I'm just going to get lined up right where I want to be. Gotta make sure it's square to the fence, and we're just gonna lock it down. So I've already also done the math on what kind of board it comes out of. Okay, so like, see, so we're gonna get these out of 3/16. We'll get 6 of these, and then that's gonna leave me 3 more pieces at 3'6" that I can use somewhere else. And then I said, like, use the cutoff. So here I need 4 at 32.5. I can use those 3'6" cutoffs. You see what I'm saying? These will all be cut out of 16s, and then the cutoff will get used later. So here's what your job is to do. We need to make nice stacks, and I don't care if it's on the skid loader or anywhere. We're gonna build them in the garage though, where it's nice and flat concrete, so we can stack them in piles there. We'll have a pile for every dimension, and we'll take a marker, and when we're done, we'll just write 75 and 3/8 on the top one. Does that make sense? Yeah. Before we go, we just want to double check that 75 and 3/8, we like it, okay? So if you want, you can mark 75 and 3/8 on this one, and then go make a pile right inside the door there, and that's where we'll build them, okay?
And you want a pile in here?
Yep. Yeah, I'm not calling that perfectly square.
What do you mean?
I don't know if I like that for perfectly square. It's like just a little bit off.
Oh.
So
the saw or the board?
Could be a combination of how I have it against the fence. I spent an hour this morning at my local lumber yard picking through to find the best lumber for this. The pile was not great. But since this is all my window boxes, I didn't want twisted lumber. I didn't want bowed lumber. I didn't want cracked lumber. I wanted some of the best stuff. I bet I went through 200 boards.
What?
You do what you gotta do.
I'm surprised they let you hand pick them like that.
Oh yeah, they didn't care. Better than them helping hand pick.
Yeah.
It's way better than pulling a tape out and measuring everyone. Yeah. How many I got, Cole?
6, 8 to 16.
Then I need 57 and 7/8.
For a second, I thought you were saying 57 boards. I was like, what?
Okay, let's go through our list, make sure we got everything.
Okay.
We need to have 6, 8, 12, so 26 of these.
That's 6, 8, 12 in a pile.
Okay, and then we need 6 at 84 and 3/8.
Yep.
We need 4 at 32.5.
Yep.
We need 8 at 49.
Yep.
We need 12 at 37.
Yep.
We need 6 at 39 and 5/8.
Yep.
And 6 at 57 and 7/8.
Yep.
So what are these 75 and 7/8? Did I not say those? We need 4 at 75 and 7/8. Okay, I see that.
Yep.
I missed that one. 32 and a half. Okay. Well, now we got to rip them down. So now it'll be like the same thing, only in reverse. We'll bring the boards over to the table saw, run them through, and then we'll stack them back up. All right, now we got our window boxes all cut up. We got them ripped down. That is because no 2x6 is exactly the same dimension, and our columns are all 5 1/4 to 3/8. So we rip everything down to 5/16. That way, when I go to put my trims on my windows later, it will be a lot easier to do my jam extensions. They'll be a lot more consistent. So let's go ahead and screw these together now. So next window, we've got two 75 7/8, 32.5. But man, I think that might be messed up, dude. I know I double checked it.
Well, 2 would make sense. Because we have 4 of each of those types of board.
Yeah, but for some reason I feel like, no, that's what they are, 32.5. So I need 75 7/8, 32.5. So where's the 75? Okay, those are the 75 7/8?
Yeah. And these are the 32.5.
32.5.
This one will be easy.
These are the windows that go up into the loft.
Yo, why is this short?
What do you mean?
It's short.
Well, it's just probably because it doesn't, it's not perfectly squared up right now. That's all. You know what I'm saying? If the sides are out just a hair.
Oh, because you can push that in. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and snag that.
Is this like actual hardwood or is it softwood?
No, it's just pine, and well, it could be some pine fir spruce, SPF, spruce pine fir, I guess.
Oh.
That's like kind of that's just, I guess, standard framing lumber, you know. There you go.
Thank you.
Next window size, we've got 4 72 3/8. Sorry, 75 3/8.
I was gonna say, huh?
By 49. 75 3/8. I use these lines, Cole, to keep everything square when I'm framing it. So I'm lined up with the bottom of my sheet, and then all these things, I try to keep it as close to square as possible without actually pulling out a square, just so when they get put together, they get put together as close to square as possible. That way I don't have to twist and tweak them later on when I'm doing my my actual install, you know what I'm saying? I think Greg will be so happy that we did this.
Really?
Just because it's kind of a tedious process, and Greg doesn't do good with tedious processes.
Oh, this is not a window, this is a freaking door. What's next?
75 3/8.
Oh, I thought.
These are we got all 6 of these. So we got 6 of those windows.
What?
Yep, so
And that's
30.
the 37s?
Yep, those right there.
Okay.
These are all my like fixed windows up high that are just, they don't even open or nothing. All right, last one. Not too bad. How long did it take us to get all these cut up and
3
ripped
hours.
down? Including our lunch break?
I got out here about 11:20, 11:18, and it's like 2:33 right now. We took like a 25-minute lunch break.
There we go.
Whoa!
Now you're gonna be mad that I don't want them all sitting here.
What?
All right, there we go. We got all of our window boxes made. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different windows and a total of 18 windows. There's a lot of windows in this building. I really wanted a ton of natural light to come in here, and this is the next step I need to do in order to start these wall sheathing, specifically this back wall here, these 2 back walls. There's only a total of 4 out of those 18 windows on those 2 walls, so I can very easily get those sheathed. They're already plumbed up, we got our chains, so yeah, I get these window frames done and I can start sheathing those. And the reason I'm pushing for that is I really want to get this concrete covered up. There's a chance for snow coming next week. I don't think it's gonna amount to much, but we don't want snow just sitting here on this concrete. It's fairly new. That's not a good thing for new concrete. That, and I wanna have a place to kind of work out of the weather. So as soon as we get this sheathing up, I could even bring temporary heat in here if I close the doors up. Windows come in a couple days, so yeah, timing is all perfect. Cole, thanks for helping me today, buddy.
No problem, dude.
I think we might actually work tomorrow and try to work on the sheathing up here. We'll see. I gotta get the Magni started. It died on me, and it's a 24-volt battery system, so I need a 24-volt charger, or I need to do a little kind of MacGyver work with 2 batteries in parallel. So you even know who MacGyver is, do you?
Heck no.
All right, Saturday morning here, guys. I'm gonna work on trying to get these overhangs done here, these outlookers installed. You see this truss here, that's my end truss. This is actually dropped down 3.5 inches so that I can run a 2x4 out to create my overhang. I think that's a nice, strong way of doing it. And by getting these overhangs done, then I can finally finish the sheathing up on this side of the roof. This is the shed dormer side, so we've got the shed dormer here. And then I can go to the other side. So I'm just gonna try to work my way. I don't think I'll get that much done being just myself. The Magni battery has died, which means over the weekend I'm not gonna be able to use the Magni to bring up sheets of WeatherLogic for the roof. So I'll have to manhandle them, which will be more work. Regardless, I'm gonna go ahead and get on this overhang, get those built, framed in, so that I can sheath it. Nice thing is I've got this sheathing I can stand on, so that makes me feel pretty comfortable. And the lift is kind of at the end here where if I slide, I can catch myself. Now what I'm gonna do is, because I've already got these first pieces of sheathing on, what I can do is measure. Actually, let's go ahead and hook my fascia entirely. That'll make it easier. Yeah, it's about 48.25. So now with that, what I can do is take this guy here. See, this is gonna go here like so. Yep. And what I know is that when I do this, I'm gonna be about 47.5. Let's not use this one here. Let's save that one. If I hook my fascia, I should be about 47.5, right there. Now what I need to do is get that a little bit more accurate. So I'm just gonna put my weight on this so it doesn't move around. Get my nail started. Now that should be a good place now to start all my other boards. So I should be able to mark these like so. See, creating an overhang right here, and it's gonna be nice and strong. There we go. That's the outlookers. Now time for fascia. I think I can just cut my reverse pitch up there, which I need to think what that is. All right, now we got that overhang. We can go ahead and put some sheathing on this area. So I just got my first piece cut down. I'll go ahead and put it into place. Should be good. I'll make sure I got a space properly. (48 1/8 minus 3/4. So we'll do the same thing here. trying to make sure that I am 8 foot on center. Well, that don't look very good. So we're gonna chop this off where we're supposed to, and we're gonna go from there. And give myself a little something to hang from. Now my big thing is I want the framing to plane in with that peak framing, which it looks like it does right here. I'm gonna go up. I think that's pretty darn close. I'll cut this end off where I think it goes. Okay, this looks great. So then what I need to do, push this down till it's flush. Huh, that doesn't look too bad actually. Well, I would say I did not get done what I was hoping to get done, which was all of the roof sheathing before the first measurable snowfall. They're saying we're gonna get a 1 to 3 inch snowfall tonight. I heard about it, but I didn't really pay too much of attention to it until about 3 o'clock. You know, the sun started going down. I thought, I better check the weather and just see what's going on. Sure enough, weather advisory. So I thought, man, I better get off this roof, tape all the joints that I have, you know, uncovered, and start cleaning up the site so that I don't come out here and there's snow over everything that I want to work on. There's really not much I can do. It's not like this is the end of it. I mean, it's just going to be the first snowfall. Looks like maybe in the 10-day we get back up into the upper 40s. So things will melt off. We got concrete inside. We got good gravel around, you know, 2 of the 4 sides, I guess. So we should be able to get everything we need done. I'm thinking tomorrow, Monday, whenever the next day that I'm out here, I'm gonna probably start working on maybe a valley. That's kind of the big next thing that I need to get done. And the other thing I need to get done is I need to get this Magni over here working. It's dead. That should happen Monday. I think the rental company's coming out Monday. So anyway, it's getting dark here. I'm gonna go ahead and head on to the inside. And yeah, I guess we'll just keep this running. Nice. First snowfall. Gotta love it. I'm glad I got most of my materials here covered up and a lot of the stuff here on site picked up. So the last thing I wanted to do was come here to site in the morning and have everything covered with snow or a form of moisture that then is going to freeze at night, because you know this snow's not going to last. Obviously it's going to get warmer, but all that moisture will lead to frozen ice at night. Not that there's a thing such as melted ice, but I think you get what I'm saying. So I'm just going to try to get all the snow off of things. So just try to get rid of all of this stuff here. Obviously this snow here is because I don't have that roof section done entirely. You will notice, however, where I've got my windows down here, this is actually fairly dry. I mean, didn't really get any snow at all, which is awesome. That was the goal. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get the shovels, try to clean up as much as I can. I think the snow's about done. It's still flurrying a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna amount to anything. Personally, I just like to get everything off so that it doesn't turn into a icy mess. So I feel like it's easier just to get it done now. All right, that should be all the snow on the concrete. Now, I might actually try to climb up on the roof, see what it feels like. Try to push some of that snow down the roof so it's not dripping all day tomorrow. Get it off, get it melted.